There's a significant step in Brooklyn Center to redevelop a long-time vacant site and turn it into affordable housing for working families and seniors. The site is near Bass Lake Road and Xerxes, which used to be a former Jerry's Foods grocery store. A developer is proposing to build 127 units dedicated to workforce housing and another 143 units for independent senior living. The project is meant to serve people making 50 to 70% of Hennepin County's median income. This week, the Brooklyn Center City Council approved a special tax increment financing plan to help the project move forward. According to city officials, there's no financial risk to the city. They say the risk falls on the developer. Councilmember Dan Ryan says this type of project and financing agreement will help working families struggling to meet their housing needs.
The general need for any kind of subsidy for this type of construction is simply because the cost of construction is risen so much faster than incomes. And what we're really trying to do is provide housing that's affordable for those who work in our community and earn the types of income that our residents, a good many of our residents, earn.
Certainly. Under the plan, tax payments to the city will start after the project is completed. When the new school year begins, things will look different at Champlin Park High School. A $16.4 million construction project continues at the school. The portable classrooms have been removed and will soon be towed away from the grounds. Those will be replaced by a new classroom wing. There will also be improvements to Champlin Park Science and Media Center and an expansion to the strength and fitness area. Construction started last fall and will be finished this fall. Meanwhile, across the street, changes are coming to Champlin Brooklyn Park Academy. A $25 million expansion project at that school begins in 2020. It will have a two-story design similar to Oxbow Creek Elementary in the Anoka-Hennepin district. The gym will be moved to the back of the school and a courtyard will be created. District officials say Champlin Brooklyn Park Academy will look brand new. People in Maple Grove have a new, healthier spot to eat. Today, Crispin Green opened its doors. Crispin Green is a wellness-driven restaurant chain featuring a selection of signature and seasonal salads, grain bowls, soups, and smoothies. The restaurant also offers free community fitness and wellness events to promote a healthy lifestyle. The franchise owner is former NBA basketball player Chris Humphries.
Maple Grove is like an awesome city because you have basically everything you could want here, from movie theaters to restaurants, nice restaurants. So it's really cool up here and we're excited to be a part of the community.
The Maple Grove restaurant is the second location for franchisee Chris Humphries and his team. The other is in Minneapolis. We've reached that point in the summer where parents are doing whatever they can to keep their kids occupied. Lucky for them, there are plenty of summer camp opportunities available. In this week's edition of What I Learned at Summer Camp, we'll show you what the Shops at Arbor Lakes is doing to entertain families.
Which colors are you going to do on that one?
Minnesotans often complain about summer being too short.
Oh, I hope I like yours.
But try telling that
Oh, and you added some purple too?
to a parent with toddlers.
Yeah, the summer can definitely get long, especially when you have a couple different ages to contend with.
Oh, I like that.
Ashley Bjorn and her two young daughters are always on the lookout for things to do that are close to home and inexpensive.
Can I do a polka dot wrap?
And several times this summer,
Think I have enough polka dots there?
they've joined several hundred other families at the Shops at Arbor Lakes for Camp Arbor.
I really enjoy the fact that there's something hands-on that allows them to get creative and play together and meet some other kids.
Every Tuesday morning for the past month, the Maple Grove Shopping Center has offered a new activity for parents and their kids.
Oh, I like your eyes on this one too. That's cool.
This week's activity involved coloring rocks with acrylic paint. The shops partnered with the Maple Grove Arts Center to make it happen.
It's easy, it's fun, it's intuitive, it reminds them of outdoors, it's summery.
It's also a fun and easy way to expose kids to the arts at a young age.
They just gave us the rocks and we came in and figured it out.
Throw a few stickers that look like eyes into the mix,
I love it.
and it gets the kids' creative juices flowing.
And it's nice that we can keep it free. I mean, it helps a lot. Parents don't always have the money to do everything they want to do, so have a free event in Maple Grove is fantastic.
It's a free event that's now in its 13th year of helping to get families out of the house for fun and games.
It's been very successful. We see a lot lot of repeat faces and new faces, and we're lucky that our tenants help us to be able to keep this as a free program.
It's also not a huge time commitment,
Are you all done?
which is why people like Ashley keep coming back week after week.
I think it's an amazing thing.
Camp Arbor happens every Tuesday from 10:30 to 11:15 a.m. through July 23rd. Theater Allison Crystal is putting the finishing touches on its new building ahead of the first production at its new home. A mural will grace the entrance side of the building on the west. It's done by Robbinsdale muralist Lily Payne, who has painted outdoor art across Minnesota and the country. Payne wanted to paint a style of art that complements the theater's focus.
That was my goal, was to do something that I thought Art Nouveau would fit the personality of the theater company and sort of has that sense of like grace and femininity, and is something that I've always wanted to paint on a large scale. So this was a great job to be able to do something that I've always wanted to do, and it really fit with what they wanted.
Payne has 3 assistants helping on the project, and if the weather cooperates, the mural should be finished in time for opening night this Thursday.
The largest American Legion baseball tournament in the country gets underway Friday. The 96-team Gopher Classic is now in its 42nd year. Several local teams are in the tournament, including Maple Grove and Hopkins, which are host sites for the 6-team, 5-game pool play games that run Friday through Sunday. Wayzata is one of the other teams in the Maple Grove bracket. Osseo plays in a pool at Red Haddocks Field in Bloomington. The 16 pool play winners then advance to the playoff rounds that start Monday. For more information, you can go to legionbaseballhub.com/Gopher Classic. This area is home to a lot of great golf courses. Over the next several weeks this summer, we will head out to visit some of those venues. Here's our first segment. We start our Ace in the Hole series for 2019 at Edinboro, USA in Brooklyn Park. And we're with Director of Golf, Don Berry. And Don, this is the 33rd season of golf here. This course has held up beautifully.
Yeah, it really has. The grass has been fantastic. We've done very little to the greens, and they're in great shape this year. And yeah, it's been a good start to the season.
We're on the 17th hole, which is kind of an iconic hole here. Tell us how this plays from tee to green.
Well, this is a famous or infamous, depending on your point of view, 17th hole. It's a kind of a mid-length par 4. The fairway is an island, so you got water short, long, and on both sides, and then you hit to a peninsula green. It's covered in 3 sides with water. The only part you can walk in from the back, so it's short, right, and left. So it's a very famous hole in Minnesota. When the course was originally built, it was the 8th hole, and they decided to make it the 17th hole because they thought it'd be better towards the end of the round.
Well, Don, as you come out to the fairway here on 17, despite water on both sides and in front of you, in front of the green, this is a wide fairway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's narrow right here, but then when you get in the driving area around the 150 marker, it's pretty wide. It's about 38 yards from the left rough to the right rough, which in golf terms is fairly wide fairway. Our 4th fairway is really wide. This is, I think, the 2nd widest fairway on the course. A good drive usually sets you up anywhere from a 7 to a 9 iron in, so you're hitting usually a shorter iron into the hole. The green is fairly wide, but once again, you can see you can't be short, and the sides aren't very good either. When we had our renovation, we built like a little bank and behind the green, so players could hit enough club to make sure they cleared the water and have that kind of as a backstop, and it'll repel balls back onto the green. So that was a nice feature during the renovation.
Down, we're behind the green now. Here's the bunker that you talked about that comes into play for some players, but the green itself is fairly forgiving by Edinboro standards, right?
Yeah, it's the intent was always that you've played 2 great shots to get here, 2 of the hardest shots on the course. Let's give them a little easier putt. It's pretty flat. It gives you an opportunity to make that birdie putt if you've hit 2 good shots.
Always good to be out here at Edinboro. Thanks for spending time with us on 17 this morning.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
For more information on the course or to book a tee time, go to their website at edinborousa.com. You can also check out the newly renovated clubhouse and the new restaurant there, the Brooklyn. Next week, we will visit Rush Creek in Maple Grove. Delane, back to you.
All right, thank you, John. Golden Valley announced the winners of its Views of the Valley photo contest. A panel of judges voted this photo, titled Slip Sliding Away, as the first place winner. It was taken by Stan Waldhauser, featuring two girls sliding down a water slide at Scheid Park. The most popular photo in the People's Choice voting was Jordan Dahl's Prince, featuring this nature photo of a duck. As we go to break, here are some of the other photos out of the more than 40 entries in the contest.